Hi, I'm Andy Jones, one of the lecturers at Wrexham Glyndŵr University on the BSc Professional Policing degree.
My name is Darren Jacks and I'm a lecturer here at Glyndŵr University on the policing degree. We pride ourselves on being very personal in respect of the support we give to the students. We offer a kind of wide range of academic resources and lectures, which include a lot of practical aspects of it.
I really like a lot of things about this course. I really like that we get some really in-depth knowledge into certain areas of policing, as well as the social side of things. I feel like here at the university, because it is a little bit of a smaller university, you do get to know a lot of different people, and I feel like these are relationships that you could keep for life.
So my favourite part about the course is the practical element of it, how we're made to do stop searches. They encourage you to join the Special Constabulary, where we volunteer as police officers and we get all the same powers as the police, and we help the police as they carry out their duties.
We work closely with North Wales Police to ensure that our students are able to volunteer or become special constables within North Wales Police, and that helps them supplement their learning on the degree course. Those that become specials with North Wales Police put themselves in a really good position once they get the degree to becoming police officers within the organisation.
Came to the open day in Wrexham, and the tutors there, they pretty much persuaded me to come here, and it's my local university as well, so I thought, why not?
I actually looked at a couple of universities, but the tutors here felt that they were really passionate about the subject, and that's why I chose this university.
We know all our students by name, we get to know them personally. Each student has an allocated personal academic tutor who supports them academically and pastorally throughout their studies here.
Our lecturers are absolutely amazing because they've got so much experience having been in the job, so easy to talk to and really helpful.
I've been able to engage with them throughout the 2 years I've been here, whether it be through emails, face-to-face or through video call. I've really got to know my lecturers on a personal level.
My lecturers on my course, I couldn't have done this without them. They believed in me when I didn't believe in myself. They've given me all the skills that I need to do everything every single day, to complete assignments, to come into lectures. They've given me the confidence to be me academically, because I really struggled at the beginning. So without them, I couldn't have done this.
Because we learn a lot of the laws and the practicalities of policing here, when looking at doing a career in policing as a police officer, a lot of the skills here will actually be transferable over. So it's perfect if you are considering being a police constable in the future.
So the crime scene day was a reenactment of a scenario that happens in real life, where they formulated a car incident, and also we did an acid attack, and then we as students were left to respond to that and manage it while working with agencies such as PCSOs come in to help us. We had CID officers, some high-ranking officers who came to help manage us and oversee it as we worked to investigate the crime and formulate a solution. We did some heavy negotiation where we had a police incident negotiator come in and show us his skills. We got to see that in real life. I, at the end of it, got to make an arrest on one of the main suspects, and it was a really good experience.
I'd recommend the course to anyone who's looking to be a police officer or going to the police career prospect. It's a great course, and I think anyone who wants to be a police officer, this is the course for you.